Kim Porter, that's the mother of one of his children, or a few of his children, who's deceased now. So you have Kim Porter, who's no longer with us, to be able to
I want y'all to hear what he's saying.
You got Puff, who's probably not going to say anything until another video comes out. And then you have a woman who's making claims of something that happened, almost 20 years ago. And so where the truth is, I don't know. Wait, it's more than 20 years ago.
Yeah,
it's longer than that.
Yeah.
So I don't really know the truth. I mean, one of Puff's bodyguards, though, and this is the thing. As this onion starts to peel, like, more people are coming forward. You have to remember, these people have staff, bodyguards, housekeepers, assistants, whatever. People, I don't know what kind of NDAs they had back in 94, 95, 2001, but one of his bodyguards already come forward and substantiated a lot of the claims that Cassie was making. So it's going to be interesting to see who may be implicated in addition to it, who comes forward to throw Puff under the bus.
Yeah,
this is all.
Yeah, it's 2024, 1994.
Wow. Yeah, he would say all that.
1996 would be 28 years ago. But listen, let me just say this, and I'm not just saying this because I'm talking about the credibility of it. She's saying, she's calling it, an adolescent, private.
She said he had a little dick.
She describes it. And then the similar thing happened in the courtroom in Manhattan with Donald Trump, with Stormy Daniels, reporting on what it looked like, which was, part of the thing. We had something similar that happened with Michael Jackson. It happened with Jeffrey Epstein. It happened with Harvey Weinstein.
That's why they act. That's why they so.
The details in, and they say, this is what it looked like. I
forgot I have a fan on y'all. Y'all probably gonna say y'all hear the fan in the background.
I mean, but sorry, knowing what somebody's private part doesn't mean they
this is the part I really wanted y'all to hear anyway.
What she was doing in the parking lot with him
really?
at that time. Now, if I start to push back and say that just because you know how to describe his private part doesn't mean.
Then why is it in there? Why are they mentioning it?
Okay, well, how else would she know?
It lends legitimacy to her claims if she can describe it and you can go see what it looks like. But we don't know their relationship. I don't know her. Never heard of her until this. But see, now if we start to question the credibility of her recounting of what she says happened to her, now we're victim shaming, victim blaming, attacking the victim. Because with social media, you're put in a situation where you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. I'm just saying, if you dissect it for what we're looking at, she was around him in situations that she and he knew that we didn't, because
she was in the public with him. She got pictures.
And now she's coming forward in the midst of this onslaught of different complaints, saying that she too had an incident. She's saying, me too.
Wow.
And we're saying,
you see how he looked?
We gotta go through the process.
When he said,
I feel
me
like
too.
I should get afforded the opportunity to go through the process in court as every other person in
I
America.
bet you do.
I just would say, to his credibility, if I was a juror, if he came in and said I didn't do it, I would have one brow raised based on what we saw and how he handled the whole Cassie situation. But I don't want to conflate.
Okay. Ciao. I'm gonna let y'all look at my red rug. Now, this person, Jason Lee, I think he's over Hollywood Unlocked or something like that. Now, he wrote a book about the fact that his mother was a prostitute and that he had been molested as a child. Now, what if people came out and said, well, we don't know what the relationship was with you and that person. You might have seen their penis and we don't know exactly what was going on. What if people victim shamed him about him being molested like he's doing this female? And I get so sick and tired of them saying, why did they wait so long? You tell me in the chat if you believe that if any of these women had came out when it initially happened, would have been able to win a case against Sean Combs, or would anybody have backed them up? If it wasn't for the fact that Cassie had damn good lawyers and had evidence, then they would still be, because he still came out and said she lied. Said she lied all the way up till the video came out. So he was never going to tell the truth. We know that from the time this young lady's talking about, and they're saying 28 years ago, how many women have been abused and taken advantage of and have been raped by this man, have been drugged by this man in the last 28 years. There's probably not enough room in the courthouse. And that's a damn shame. I get so sick and tired of women being treated bad, then on top of them being treated bad, men lift up the perpetrator. When will we ever truly get the rights that we deserve and be able to stand up and talk for ourselves without other people chopping us down at the kneecap saying that we're lying. Well, I'm 61. I don't know if I'm going to see it before I leave here.